Apart from parts of speech and tenses, it turns out there are many other interesting English material to understand. One of them is the noun clause, which is included in the TOEFL mandatory material. If you are studying English at an advanced stage, noun clause will be one of the most challenging materials for you. Want to know the meaning of a noun clause, its characteristic, formula, and examples? This is the complete discussion for you. What is a noun clause? Noun clause is a dependent clause that functions as a noun, and noun clause can function as a subject or object in another clause or phrase. So, a noun clause is a dependent clause which, due to the structure of the sentence, turns into a noun. If it stands alone, a noun clause actually appears as a complete sentence. However, because it depends of because it depends on another sentence, the nature of the sentence changes to become a noun. Usually, noun clauses are often preceded by a conjunction such as what, if, whether, how, that, with formula, conjunction, plus subject, plus verb. In fact, as long as the presence of nouns and pronouns in a sentence is sufficient, the existence of a noun clause is not really needed. A new noun clause is needed if a sentence requires more information to be understood. For example, when she will come is still unsure, and wherever you go is you will have to decide. Noun clause as an object. The position of the noun clause is after the verb. The opposite of a subject noun clause and an object noun clause acts as an object in a sentence. Usually, the sign that a noun clause is of the object type is its location behind the independent clause. And to tell you the truth, the object noun clause is easier to recognize compared to the subject noun clause. For example, I couldn't decide when to go to the festival. She always overthinks what people say about her.
Well, in this section, we will talk about types of noun clause. The first, there is statement. Statement always use the conjunction that. For example, that Indonesian is friendly is third, which is that as conjunction, Indonesian as subject, and is friendly as verb. Then that Indonesia is friendly is a noun clause as a subject. The second, there is a question. The question section is divided become two, yes or no question and informative question. For example, let me know whether he love you or not for a yes or no question. Whether as a conjunction, he as subject, love as verb. Then whether he love you or not is a noun clause as an object. And you give me what I really need in my life for informative question, which is what as conjunction, I as subject, need as verb. Then what I really need in my life is a noun clause as a subject. The third, there is exclamation. Usually so the exclamation word. For example, no one understands how hard my heart is. So, how hard my heart is belongs to the noun clause in the context of exclamation. To increase our understanding, let's practice with the exercise question below. The first four statements. As the name implies, this noun clause becomes from a statement sentence and the conjunction used to make it is that, which means that. Usually, that clause is for mental activity. Here's a list of verbs in the main clause that are usually followed by that clause: believe, discover, dream, guess, hear, hope, know, learn, notice, predict, presume, prove, release, suspect, and think. For example, I think that the group will arrive in an hour. And the next, he thinks that the bread was baked 3 days ago. And the last, Diana believes that her life will be happier. The second for question. As we already know, question words include what, why, when, who, where, and how, but are not limited to just that. Words such as who, whoever, whatever, whichever, wherever, and whomever are also included in the question word. For example, I didn't understand what you said. Can you repeat it once more? The next, he really wants to know why his girlfriend mad at him. And for the last, we like to play our music for whoever likes our performance. The third for exclamation. A noun clause derived from an exclamatory sentence. The conjunction used in the subclause are what and how, which mean how or how much. For example, we never thought how beautiful Mountain Jenny would be. The next, we are talking about what a cute baby she is. And the last, what a beautiful lady she is.